Made a crack on the mix.
91 big boy picking.
It's your double tap, see the ball.
Daily days.
091.
Yellow flag TVs.
Hallelujah.
Come on.
We are the organization. Don't care for every nation. We are the organization. Don't care for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
This now we hard. Don't can now we land. So la we all and fine. This now we hard. Don't can now we land. So la we all and fine. Who know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. We know they back kapu. We had no mix bag bamu. Go tell the brother sister them say we are don't come
Oh, we are now we are.
Tell her for me say we are don't come
Oh, we are now we are. We are the organization. Don't care for every nation. We are the organization. Don't care for promoting nation. They know they mix our politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism.
Big respect to the one who will make we are team up strong one. Especially to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. And to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. Admi Amina, happy birthday in advance to you, by Bure Kablai from the north. You celebrate your birthday January. Happy birthday in advance to you, Shenge Pierre from the south. You celebrate your birthday December. This organization, the 3 years, December 2022. We tell members them all over the world, thank you. Yeah.
We are the organization. Don't care for every nation. We are the organization. Don't care for promoting nation. They know they mix my politics. They know they pass tribalism. They know they mix my politics. Yeah. They know they pass no tribalism. Let me tell you, wait till we are gonna do for me. Ain't no church life inside the world country. Number one, they feed the poor. They build outreach for the affected members from the flooding. Number two, they pay school fees. But you find the way them people them evil. Alone disaster. The people them. We are don't care for everybody in this country. They know they for politics, neither tribalism. We are the organization. We are the organization. Don't care for every nation. We are the organization. We are the organization. Don't care for promoting nation. They know they mix our politics. They know they mix our politics. They know they pass tribalism.
Alright, good morning and welcome to a program called Correct Right on. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also, we discuss issues on the front page of the different newspaper and the pull nado for the morning. And after we can don't look at what's in the paper and say we bring people them inside where they can help we follow we got more inside and things there. But basically they can give we their own analysis based on how they see them, what's in see them, how it like whether they're black or not blue. Well, it depends to how you self when you listen to them think about what they're waiting and they say. But this night program wait na rest. And please you will watch, not forget for like and share the program. And you will not subscribe, please consider for do so. We'll go with the first paper inside the program this morning. We na the Standard Times newspaper. The Standard Times newspaper na the first paper this morning inside the program. And they say President Bill Ton's chief harvester, PC Agricultural Onion Farm. Call for applications to LEONE ICT Talent Development Program. Okay, we go to the next one. We're in the indigenous newspaper say SMP project coordinator Edward Bapi to account for 1.9 billion leones. And friends of Mark 10 feed the needy on the eve of Eid Mubarak. And you get MOCTI partners with Hawi and Orange Sierra Leone to open recruitment for ICT talent development program. This is another story for Inside Indigens. The next one, now the daybreak, we say in the House of Parliament, SLPP infighting intensifies. Sierra Leone Energy Minister powering a safer future. Another story for you inside this edition of the daybreak. The next one, a Freetown Post, we say no demand that defraud Freetown Post. And you as well get Shadi seek judicial review of Ministry of Tertiary and Higher Education, dissolution of University Court, and the new dump site at Hillside Bypass Road. Another story for inside this edition of Freetown Post. The next one, now the New Age newspaper, we say with a massive harvest of onions, PC Agriculture Limited support President Bio's Feed Salon program. With a vision to raise the bar, Tuma Jabi declares for SLBA presidency. Another story for inside this edition of the New Age. The next one at the City Hunter newspaper, we say Tuma Jabi, SEW launch, vows to construct state-of-the-art bar secretariat. And you as well get largest onion importer turns producer, Bio-Agric Minister commend PC Agriculture. The next one, now the Watch newspaper, Thunder Hill Community tanks, Goma Valley neglect draws resident era. And you as well get strand-based organization champion fight against Kush. Another story for inside this edition. The next one at the Gleaner, we say supporting aspiring bar president is U.S. mining mafia seeking protection. And you as well get as PC agricultural harvest huge onion product. Sierra Leoneans urge investors to emulate the company's example. The next one we get, okay, well, now all the paper in this way they inside the program this morning. We're not taking any more break. Let's just go straight and begin discuss the issues then as we guess them. We already done deal with inside the program. So we go now and introduce. We guess them. We'll get inside the program this morning. And the first one we come inside the show na Abdul Wahab. Well, I get some other name than we are just fond of today. Abdul, good morning. Please unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Yeah, good morning, Elias, and good morning to viewers and listeners.
Abdati. I like that name there.
Yeah, that's Nami Daddy name, Dandy. Abdati. So I just put her.
Okay,
yeah.
So we go to the next one. Of course, this now posting this. You know, I love forget this guy on the show. The reason why I forget this man on the show. So Ilan will say guy, this man on the show. Because he get vast of experience. I can let for press and more for like when you say you try for quiz the stone for let attack come inside there. So I can let for press and more for let it give me more things then because I want to learn more things then. So inside the program again, Mahmoud Tim Kagbo, welcome.
Well, good morning, Wahid. For a moment, I laughed in the way you make the introduction. But whatever the case is, good morning, Wahid, and good morning, listeners.
You know, I can let forgive the extra strength for ask you the questions, then for let them come with things them out for we because we can like forget new things the way we most people cannot they ask questions to. Okay, so let we go straight. This it just meet up to waiting, at the try for say. Interesting, yeah. You write an article, yeah, another part of the paper, but I'll tell you I get interest for all discuss, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people go out for you. What do you think about this particular thing? And it just relates to something we happened recently, last month, if I get it right, na Harvard University. The first lady, Fatima Bio, actually, they make, some statements them with regards who that he refer to as Big Brother. How are they responsible for the backwardness of the country? And I will link them again to what did happen recently with the MCC. yeah, and they don't promise, well, they don't call on the authority them for let we go into, negotiation for $480 million, project for light. So now tell me, you article where you write, they talk about external force. What you article basically focus on?
Well, the article would basically focus on how Sierra Leone politicians, with particular reference to the SLPP and APC, for no voting and they take oath for make them go use them common sense as well and understand the reason of being a politician, the essence of being a politician, and the why they take oath for being politicians, and make them go unite and put the national or personal interest aside and put the national interest above all other petty interests that we then get. That's like a call. It's basically a call for national cohesion. Because over the years, we don't see tension they rise. We don't see demonstrations. We don't see letters being written to neo-colonialist organizations sabotaging each other and others trying to defend themselves. So far, this is the trend of the day in Sierra Leone. And in the midst of confusion, in the midst of tension, in the midst of a situation of a country where there is no unity by the politicians. And remember, political parties are organized.
Sorry, Mahmoud, I'm not sure I'm able to allow you to continue with this thing, especially when you talk something where I want to get more idea on, and you line the break. So waiting, I will advise you do left the meeting first and come back inside quickly. Yeah. So that comes to you quickly, Abdul Wahab, we basically been ask Mahmoud. I know because we not read an article, I'm not going to ask you. Mahmoud just left the meeting and come back inside. So your line will be okay. I'm not going to actually ask you waiting you think about the article because we not done hear from Mahmoud in Sese. But I will ask you this. Yeah. Recently, as recent as yesterday, we see this letter and this thing come out on the social media. Also, they actually Mahmoud, you get me what I say? Okay, the line the old one Mahmoud enable for do it the thing we're supposed to do. Okay, so and we see Usai MCC don't invite the government for letting go and discuss for this $480 million. But at the same time, this now America the money they want for give to we for help we in the energy sector. But we'll be listening to the first lady in statement where he talk about how them people there so the remote control where governments them. And they not allow it for do what we're supposed to do. With this kind of two things where they go on simultaneously, waiting the first lady said, waiting the government of America they try for do with Beyond Salon government. What do you think?
Good morning once more to viewers and listeners. First of all, this statement we don't get previously from a lot of people. Even some of we don't get things that we don't write about these external forces disturbing Africa. You understand? Some people go look at the other lens, say they are helping Africa to develop. You understand? But in some way, when you look at it again, see this money are coming in because they want to machinate, their aims and objectives. Now Africa, you understand? If we go to the MCC, all along these two political parties we don't rule Sierra Leone for the past almost 60 some years. They don't take this MCC as something very important to them. You understand? By so doing. And looking at the external force, see whatever the aims and objectives where the West want for doing a Sierra Leone, it go do them very simple. And of recent, you see, I just draw attention to Ghana. You understand? You see, the Ghanaian government, they try for legalize the LGBT, over there because of waiting the West tell them for do. You understand? And say, "Una get for do so and so before we do so and so."
So who that we
So
for
by
blame
looking,
in this case?
Who
that them we
come
for
back.
blame? We for blame the West or for blame we authorities?
No, now we self for the blame.
Why
Now
we
we
for
self
blame
for the
yourself?
blame. Fine. Looking at our resources, looking at now all along, just now you see when my brother they come in, they try for tell you about the oath when them people are they take. When then they come to we, they know they tell we see, we they come, they get this one, so from this and that, then they tell we say then they solve the problems. Then they tell we say with minerals, whatever. Now sometimes now they can tell we some of the minerals where we know even now we have. So we get them, we get this, and we get for do this and make this. Now we're able to do this. You understand? So by all this, and we then come, then they forget about these things. We mining sector, we see the in and out way we did on now this mining sector. The last time we get President Bio in the first time, stop a lot of mining. You see what happen to the economy. We up to now, we are unable to stand on our feet. You understand? And now you see it turn this MCC report. You see money where they talk about. I don't know how to put it, but it's something we like we government and see now something we need for calm. And if they don't get this tier, it's like then they lose something. You understand? Now that importance they didn't give this particular MCC way, not correct in some way. Then they, according to like I said, when me brother they say, according to them oath they wouldn't take, according to them promises they wouldn't make. These are not the things that they promise we. You understand? We get a lot of things. Then get for put modalities in place. Then get for try very, very hard for CC. Then create for now you get. Let's forget about the mining. We get agriculture. We the under Sierra Leone are a fertile land. You understand? We are the presidency feed Sierra Leone. But you go imagine back, see, this feed Sierra Leone, the government go one way to the West for come and fund this feed Sierra Leone. You understand? We, at least, if you able to support these farmers, then try for the small thing they wouldn't do. You come in and help them. From that, anything at the world, they start from small. They go start from big. You understand? By so doing, by inviting business people in, like I just see you read about PC, you understand, this is a very big establishment. Forcing these people to go to agriculture, it will help Sierra Leone for feed itself.
But
not
for
for
simple
depend.
word where they say put you more to say you money there. If then they talk say the West they control we, and then we wait for them for NIG, we wait for them for feed we safe, we wait for them for any other thing, and what do we for do for get we safe out of the hook?
Now for we become responsible for we safe. We are a sovereign state. Like I say, we're in a third world country and we are very poor, but somehow we are responsible for the poor we poor. You understand? Somebody don't do at 60-something years, up to now, enable solve some of your own problems.
Even
you wait for an outsider. Yeah, so at the end of the day, these people, them waiting they want, now you will get for two. And the government then don't become a puppet to them. And it makes no sense.
Right.
You understand? People are suffering, waiting for this particular. Look, how many years, if I can remember, this still don't depend on over 3 or 4 years. Then they talk about, hey, the MCC this, the MCC that. We go to them ban we so, we fed then cow with we so, we fed then say so, we do this. Make sense. It makes no sense.
Like where you want to give somebody money, then every day you make style param because you not do exactly what you want to do.
Of course, we see
pride,
that.
If you get pride and you get respect for yourself, you just get for do the right thing and then avoid some kind of embarrassment.
Of course, that's the obvious fact.
All right, so that only quickly, like out Mahmoud, and I want to apologize to people who watch me. Me camera see they make like they dance, jiggy sky, so now forgive me for that. So Mahmoud, you make your point just now before the line hold you up. So please come inside again, please.
I'll be trying to talk basically on the relevance of the article. The article, if I can go over back, because the camera is still away, they wobble, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, na my own side,
but if you
not to you, na my own side as well.
Okay, get me, I don't get any problem.
Yeah, they get you clear. Na my own camera, they make so now.
Yeah, they see. the issue is the essence of this article is just a patriotic call to these politicians, reminding them of their own state obligations. Say, you SLPP, you APC, this is not what you took oath for. The essence is, una not partner with foreigners just because una want make them go protect una back illegally at the expense of the country for make una go gain power and continue for loot the resources of the state. Una they partner with different foreign forces against each other. At the end of the day, it makes no sense. Now only the selected few they benefit, because for each political party where America, Britain, or EU, or any other neo-colonialist institution support, then they do them for making them ruin the country. Because one, they're not do them based on the laws of the land, as we all know how most of these companies they register in this country. And two, because they're not do them based on the laws of the land, then they make sure say they exploit the country. And this exploitation, not only the selected few they benefit, that the politicians, not even all politicians, that the politicians were fortunate for their, with that very company, where they're able to negotiate this bad deal at the expense of the state. At the end of the day, the country, the losses greatly. And people were there in this institution were supposed to monitor and evaluate and ensure, say, these particular companies, they work as per the laws they will be get in this country, are also being compromised. This now we continue to see. Even those elected by the president, even top civil servants, we continue to see day in, day out, whether they compromise them. You go be surprised, like you did in the office in Sierra Leone, that you see one of these corporate rogues come inside. The way when they usher him in, you see like they can even salute him openly. You go see maybe a professional embassy owner in situ at the PS or the chief professional head of the ministry. You see grab up just for making a greeter. So all these things they've been treated like demigods at the expense of the state. And this is what the country is made for now. And it continues. This thing will be done happen during the next time. And make no mistake, they continue inside this view in government.
So fine. And that make I actually try to relate some things into you, make reference to certain things. Then, for example, I will still go there back because I need you your own opinion on this. Now MCC don't call on we for let we go negotiate for 480 million. Just before that one day, the first lady been don't tell we about how then same people here they control we. And it's about time for let we move out of that hook where they use for control we. But just as that kind of statement, then MCC they call, you feel say we government go again, you know, for go answer to them call, or they will just say, okay, then thing they all get string attached, we will just ignore.
First of all, let us try to establish the entire idea around the MCC. The entire idea around MCC is a scam. Look at the conditions where they project. Then look Sierra Leone in present state if we qualify for any MCC award. This is very simple. Just put yourself, let us do some soul chatting. Put yourself on the scale and look at the conditions they project. Say that these are the conditions where you for satisfy for let qualify for any of them grants. And then put Sierra Leone as a test case. Look at what is happening currently in Sierra Leone. Then ask yourself whether we even qualify to sit on the table and negotiate with them.
So we'll put the question back to you. We qualify for even sit on a table and talk.
We are not. We are not. Now make us say, I start my statement by saying the entire idea of this MCC is a scam. It's a way, why do we even need a neo-colonial institution for making them monitor and evaluate the progress of democracy? We don't need them if we are truly independent. We can do it based on our laws. There are established laws for respect. We have our constitution, we have other acts that we are supposed to respect to show that we are a democratic nation. And we cannot bypass them just to go and talk to MCC and then they talk say we are qualified. We are not. So let us be, first of all, we need to be honest. Lord, we learn to be honest with ourselves and say the truth when it matters most. The entire thing. Let me tell you, this idea of even the MCC calling the government for letting go renegotiate is as a result of the pressure where journalists then continuously mount against the corporate robe. Just after that pressure, where they sustain, where the ambassador is in the thick of it for defend the corporate robe, as part of his own
ambassador. The dual group.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. And when an American group.
American corporate rogue organization.
Okay. And let me make it very clear for people. Get interest now on Sierra Leone.
Sure.
Okay.
That is fantastic.
And another, I will put allegation they go on say now them be even provide private plane for the president for going to America.
That was what was alleged by another company we get interest in the entire thing. When hoax fall apart and they tell we journalists they get the secret.
Go ahead.
And that's the situation.
Go ahead. I mean, just want to build the foundation to where we go. Please go ahead.
So that's the situation. So this entire thing about MCC calling the government of Sierra Leone for going to negotiate for a grant or a package is entire nonsense. And why do we need that money? Consider Sierra Leone, the current plight of Sierra Leone. If we all resources them well, and then we handle them based on the established laws what we get, what will be the gain? It's far above that pittance where they go negotiate for. Sometimes you as a politician, you forget shape. This is the most important thing.
So now the politicians then they talk things for we in the cap of the Pan-Africanism. Yeah, but behind the scene, then they do something differently from waiting and they come and talk. I still get interest for in waiting the first lady say the Pan-Africanism they talk about, and then now look waiting the government then don't call them for go do, and then they go again because then desperately need money, then desperately need for work on the energy sector, and this again now the West now they try to put money into that.
Well, first of all, let us first of all give credence or praises to the first lady. Okay. It takes a patriot for making even carve those words and say them internationally.
Okay.
It takes a patriot. It tells you exactly if she is the president of Sierra Leone, a different thing.
So but wait. So if he not the president of Salone, a different thing. But now a man are the president, and here a man they talk base like every other time now room, not to ask official thing. So, but if a man as well, they always go to the West for go ask them for help. Waiting are the difference.
No, it's a different thing. She was not elected.
Yes.
And they meet when they are matured. Mm-hmm. So the mentalities are the same.
Okay.
They are just managing as a husband and wife like any other marital relationship for making them go harmonize things.
But when it comes to say the word where the first lady talk, it's not new. A man be don't talk on a UN. Similarly, a man don't talk on America. About how do they get pressure from the West, especially from America. So now the America don't put their money, then go there.
It's one thing to say something, it's another thing to prove whether you mean your words.
Okay, so now the same thing that they ask you just now. The first lady says something, the president says something, and now we look at whether they mean it or not.
No, they're going to go there. It's very clear say they're going to go there. Because the issue is these are people who need to protect integrity. You don't, you count very little Sierra Leone politicians and associate them with integrity. That's very clear. Whether it's from the green or it's from the red or it's from the rainbow color or whatever you call it. Whether they tell you say this is a radical change or not, few of them can be counted when you talk about integrity. So that's very clear. So it's obvious that they will go there. Otherwise, they need not to associate them with that in the first instance.
Okay,
because if I don't get interest, if I don't get interest, I put all my personnel or all my representation there with do understand. For me, you cannot even evaluate me. Because you're not able to fix up your own system. Then why do you need to fix mine? You say you're there for uphold democracy and make sure that you protect human rights. And look at the vulnerable situation of Sierra Leoneans. And your country is responsible directly. So you are not even living up to your own line of authority. Then you say you can evaluate me or monitor my actions. But for that, I don't settle for less.
Okay.
I will tell you right in front of you, say no. First of all, una make sure say una take una hands off in areas where you don't supposed to control. And then let's come and sit or negotiate as equals, whereby we share ideas, we brainstorm as when and how we can uphold democracy in our country.
Mahmoud, let me be
Other than that,
honest, let's just be honest at once. And this one are for you directly. Taking into consideration the power of the US and the power of Sierra Leone, if you think say they go sit down as equal na table,
of course they can, based on their reasoning. It's all about your sincerity. Before now, Namibia wasn't sitting on the table with these guys and then discuss issue. Before now, you have other countries where they not be the sit down with these guys and discuss, like China. So this is the situation. First of all, respect you, sir. And then start to think before other people then treat you seriously.
Yes,
if you don't
start to think, and then you talk about integrity when we leaders then okay, like all you did, Wahab, Mr. Wahab, we get all of them things in there for able to get good leadership, integrity, respect, and independence. We get all of that as a leader, as a people that we lead the country.
That definitely not. You know, I don't start from all the previous conversations that we don't get here. I always talk about this sincerity of these politicians. They are not. They are not. Then they not something where anybody can hide. Like I always say, you understand. Like my brother said this. You know, they imagine with all the resources, with everything, with all the promises, these guys, they're not getting nowhere to go. They're not getting nowhere for generate revenue for help Sierra Leoneans, for take Sierra Leoneans from this abject poverty. You know, you look all around you, they see, you know, even when we discuss now, when these boys and they go into drugs, most of them things they are now some of the causes in this. You understand? The guys are not actually doing some of their responsibilities them sincerely. Anything we then do, at the end of the day, you go see politics at the back. You understand? Okay, let's take, for example, let me just draw your attention back from what happened over the weekend. You understand? When I think we get for go to Dandy, I don't know if I go left hand for that.
No,
because
go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, the PC, the project when president, yes, it's a laudable one. You understand? The president get an aim where he say he want feed Sierra Leone. And we all don't see how the Abbas be done, the price be done skyrocket. But to be sincere enough, this is not something we, at this moment, we all know how people, they suffer for energy in this country. You understand? Yeah, we don't see several press release from EDSA and all. You understand? But the minister, president, anybody from the executive not come out and explain to him, waiting at the problem for this massive blackout in the city. The city, it get massive blackout. Everybody can say that. People that don't talk, journalists don't write, we don't do all kind of things. Both the president and ministers and whosoever they're responsible, then they ignore we. You understand? This is something, okay, yes, you don't pass there. President, go back, just go and check, or let we get statement, at least let we get faith on something, but nobody is explaining anything. And anything, like I say, anything where then politicians do, at the end of the day, they want to score goal. You understand? They want to score this political goal. And sincerity not get for the part of that, obviously. They are not sincere. They are not ready to solve our problems. You know, a lot of things, they happen here and there, important things, where then they ignore, they no one know, then just they try for do things away. At the end of the day, the public then go say this, then go say that, and then get people away again, then go kind of popularize this particular thing where president or whosoever the person we get that political aim don't do for just popularizing particular things. And so you're looking at all those things. You know, they see one sincerity in it. When somebody is sincere to do something, you see it from the beginning. You understand? We don't see several people, several countries, and don't come up from this poverty. You know, we are not a third world country. But let's be sincere and take maybe what I call now, maybe I just know, but me go call Rwanda as a case study. Let's take Rwanda as a case study. Look at Rwanda today. Rwanda in 1994, then they chap themselves. You understand? In Rwanda today. Look the difference.
As well,
look at me, the whole of East Africa, they say they are moving. You understand?
So
East Africa
again, go back to the leadership of any country.
Of course, Naimeka draw the attention to that.
Okay, so,
because the person
not to alter for the points and the leadership, but again, we the people of Sierra Leone or of a country get a responsibility, and what in that responsibility could be, how we for take up this particular situation and say we self get for be independent country, and we get forget people and we get sober minded, we get sober focused for this particular country. Mahmoud and Nafon all two, please. What you feel say we the people supposed to do for let we get ourselves on top of the game?
First of all, for let the people there, for let we go able to get ourselves on top of this, it takes leadership. And this leadership, we cannot operate on a vacuum. Forget about it. This this statement where you pose, it just gets some small business with the politician there. When they don't see the water, then tell me say, we all get responsibility. We all get a responsibility for play. But there are people we charge with these responsibilities. Some we elected, some by the extension of the constitutional mandate, we are selected by the president and his team. And we charge them with the affairs of the state. So they are supposed to exhibit some leadership. That is what is demanded that is what we are demanding. So the issue of saying we all get responsibilities, no, we are not equals. We are not charged with the same responsibilities.
We're not equal, but we as well get goal for play.
Not at all. We as journalists, we've been holding them to task. It doesn't matter the pressure when they come. It doesn't matter how they don't police other people their minds. But you have few that can stand up to the challenges. That's our own responsibilities. You have teachers where it doesn't matter the pittance whether they get a salary, but they can perform well. And you have other civil servants who are facing oppression in their various offices for trying to be professional enough, and they continue to be professional. So they are playing their own part. But overall, you need a leader with a nationalistic sense of purpose for championing these things. That is why we be experiencing when Tijan Kababi come out, the country within our in war, Tijan Kaba end the war, and then we see various development from democratic institutions, and then human rights development index, and other things we are improving. And the country was set on a stage where it will be on the verge of prosperity. So this is what we refer to as leadership. Considering with what he inherits as a president, and let me just say, like in first time, he wasn't allowed to govern because of coup and other things. But within the shortest time possible, Tijan Kaba able to teach we say, you can able to deliver, more especially if you are not, the country is not facing war, and the country is generating revenue. And today, if you compare the revenue where we generate today, it's far more higher than what in Tijan Kaba they generate. And when you compare the revenue what we generate today, it's higher than what in NSB they generate. So this is the situation. So until we get a leader, we're going to use these resources they generate.
As you talk, I get something inside. With Tijan Kaba in your situation, please do not forgive me, my camera, okay? With Tijan Kaba in your situation, it not means nothing, absolutely nothing. And at that particular time, the society be really rubbish, but it try its best for fix certain things. Them women say it get focus and it be able for handle the country and not be ever they blame the junta or the rebel and not blame international community, but rather it focus. But taking into consideration this government now 6 years so every day that they blame the last government say that they wreck the economy, You will see some kind of focused leadership in that.
No, that tells you don't even use the word leadership. That tells you they are not leaders. A leader, no, they go back for lead on the past. Because you already know what thing did not happen on the past. And I use for campaign, and I prefer solution on the manifesto. So what thing they do now, it hits the gun and run. It use what thing if it defaults away if you don't see, and it prefer solution to, based on a campaign manifesto. That's what he's going to implement. That's what makes you a leader. And who say he need for add more, he add more. But he cannot continue to glue on the past. They keep on crying the past. When in the present situation, you cannot even effect a change. that will positively affect the lives of the top majority. You are not a leader. That hustle also.
Okay,
So
let's bring you
start
inside.
with
Abdul, you did listen the conversation. What do you think? The people, we the people, we actually get a role in this because Mahmoud say we get a role, but not as compared to the politician. What do you think?
Of course, like we say, the scaler, but we get a responsibility. Me want to go with all attention to like me, I'm a Muslim. You understand? I do follow the Quran. Of course, God tell we say in that side of the Quran, say you the leadership according to how the people are. You understand? And it only change when these people are ready to change, and I go change them. So that they bring we to waiting, say we get a responsibility, no matter how it is, no matter how we scale them. We the people get responsibility. As my colleague rightly say, we the few, we are very few. You understand? Mr. Mahmoud can attest to it. Like we with the dinner certain gatherings, we dey discuss how people they come out with. Not even the politicians. People where they suffer, how then they come out with when we come with sensitive issues them out. For we discuss and see we question them people there. You understand? Then they come at we seriously. For sure, see, these people are not even ready. You understand? Then don't take this. Let me tell you this: these two political parties, they don't succeed in sharing Sierra Leone within them two. You understand? By region, by tribe, or whatever. You understand? At the end of the day, we the few they find them very difficult. So me, I say, and when majority they at something, you just say you get for take the responsible. If it's 60-70% of the population is not ready to change, you understand? At the end of the day, where do you think we are going? These guys will make, I can always say one thing, we make Sierra Leone make things very simple for we politicians. Very, very simple. Go through we political history. You just see when these people they can power in a very easy way. They don't need for talk boku. They don't need for say boku. They don't need. So at the end of the day, when they come, they don't need for do boku again. You understand? This now they affect you because people don't attach themselves to these political parties like a religion. You understand? At the end of the day, when you say this, then they come at you. We don't get down there several times when we colleague journalism. They don't face problems here, problems there because then they say the right thing. You understand?
And
so
the time people level we get today, if they support you, and they don't want for you anything. Always
of course, that's it. Because they don't
blast you, and then when you turn to the other one, then back for correct them, then begin blast you. So that's how we live.
Of course,
anyway, let me move. The program where you watch that correct and on YouTube and on Facebook. So I want to follow you go quickly to another thing. The biggest issue right now, apart from money using now this push business where they inside the country right now. And according to what we see, police them go do raid, and then they end up for take bribe. Then catch up with two of them and then don't sack them. What do you wanna think about situation like this in the fight against Kush? With regards the mina fish and the big and kuta them inside the Kush business. Yes, anybody can take her.
And the first thing about the fight, okay, why we can go?
Go sir, go sir.
The first thing in the fight against drugs, what they make drugs, what they make successful is having in the law enforcers where it say they are not independent. That's not the first thing. That it doesn't matter who are in charge with that responsibility. If the institution were in the air, the institution is not democratic enough for make them execute their duty. Then obviously you just get for say they are not on top of the situation. This is very simple and straightforward. This Sierra Leone is a very small country. We know each other. We know whether they bring this or whether they go to them, or if you don't know, you never know, or another person know. Why if it even take me so long for make we dominate or take these law enforcement for make them dominate this fight against this push business at this point? It tells you something is underneath. And the one that will be the only responsible is the law enforcers. These law enforcers maybe like we can normally get what they say powers from above. Who knows if they've been influenced by the same powers from above? Because when they go arrest we journalists and say powers from above, unspecified powers from above. Maybe not the same thing. Maybe when they want to execute the mandates, powers from above intervene. So all these things put together, it tells you that we are in a confused state. This is
a real confused state. Look like this, for example, what they talk about. So it happened inside Konodi Street, yeah, na Kimbadu police station, you know, Tanko police division. So na Konodi Street that one day, Osai they actually escort them, and we see again a video on the social media. I'm pretty sure una don't come across some. Sure, Osai, you know, na Kailaun as well. They inside the police bike. Now then the youths them, now not only police them, the youths them go storm the police bike and pull boku, you know, substance they where they say na Kush. You know, all of this they come. Even the police, the military, then they into this business, serious one. Not to allegation again, but a thing where we they see.
The police then go tell you say then go tell you say na evidence them be keep there. If you call them PR and ask her and go tell you say it was an evidence. But it's like, to be honest, this is how a country they become a failed state. You know, when we cannot uphold the rule of law, then obviously we are becoming a failed state. And this is a situation we continue to experience day in, day out. When law enforcers want to do something very correct, you get other people who they call and say, that's my interest. Back off. So this is the situation. Until and unless we start to get institutions that are purely democratic, allow them to let them work independently, based on their line of authority or their obligations to the state, then we are heading nowhere. The issue of Kush, to me, like, sometimes I can see that begin crack me in. Why do we need to even get this amount of potential human resources destroyed? You know, this is what the government will be the beating just before now talking about human resource development. And after spending a huge amount of taxpayers' money, only for them we can begin in the midst of it, in fact. Then we begin see, say, the potential human resources, whatever they talk about, say, they are building or capacitating. Now, most of them are drugs addicts. So you start to think where are we moving as a state? And because that project failed, now they turn to agriculture. Which, of course, I don't even know when last we do soil testing, whether they do a soil testing. And if they do a soil testing, whether that analysis was published. Would I do the soil testing? Would I be the geotechnical engineer when do the soil testing? So like they keep on saying when they fail one part, then they say, okay, no, these people never understand. Why they say we don't failure? Can we just redesign our minds and bring another thing else? So this is what we continue to experience within, like from the past to the current. You know, there's no one way you go say better day. And it is getting worse in this current regime. So this is the situation. Because when you look at the rate of inflation compared to this, each time we change government, we say the first one better. When we put Pakaba, we bring Ernest, we are crying say Pakaba be better. We pull Ernest, then we bring Mother, then we now we cry say Ernest better. So how long are we going to be in this? This is the situation.
So in a case like this, every day yesterday better past today.
Every day better past today. And this is how our country become a failed state. Because when the rate of crimes becomes so high, then the burden of poverty becomes so unbearable. Then you see lawlessness all over the place. And that is what we are seeing. Side when enough of pushing the smoke on it. That's lawlessness, outright lawlessness. Then you see maybe a magistrate or a judge, they just feel say he is the law. Then he do what he feel like. And that's the politician as well. Then he gets another top civil servant and away they equally do the same thing. So where are we getting as a state?
Okay.
You know, like nature and God Almighty self don't patient with for so long. I think we need to start to think, say, how are we going to correct this? And if we have to correct it, don't we continue to come out with the truth. Yeah, we will be out there acts, that is very clear. We know there are so many political stooges. And some of them they survive from their pittance. So this is how they survive.
All right.
So you have to understand that. And some of them are not knowledgeable enough, or let them able to differentiate. Say, at the end of the day, they are just receiving crumbs from this politician.
So
This is the situation.
So
Easy.
sad. Abdul, what do you think?
Well, my brother don't say a lot. The only thing we may go say into this, I just want to send mind send back. I think we get a whole discussion at this forum where we been just they talk about the Kush. By then, the bars been there up. Like, for example, this is always the problem in Sierra Leone. This night the face. You know, this night me always the things in Sierra Leone, like all they say, sincerity and seriousness, they far from waiting people they do. Awali, you know, see presently the bars at which the Kush business been there up 3-4 weeks ago, and now it don't go down. You understand them? They made invitations, they made arrests. You understand? They claim of charging cases to court, but we are journalists. Now we go through papers. How many papers you don't go through for the past weeks where they don't tell you, say, they don't jail so and so person for so and so years for Kush? Just an example. You understand? Then when things then come, always those in authorities, like I say, then they do things for gain them political aim. You understand? Because of the country cry about Kush. You should say they make effort 1, 2, 3 weeks, they relax. You understand? That is why you see when the relaxation happen, these police and back they do business. And let me draw your attention to the police force for the fighting against these things. Let's take Kush out. Let's go to the marijuana. You understand? We get the understanding years back that this marijuana large amount then they plant them back of where we know say we get the police training at Hastings. You understand? I go up there once, then get a whole community then called Kingston Town. Why do you think they call that Kingston Town? It's because this thing was going there. So the sincerity is not there from up. Now so you go down. And then police don't see the opportunity for make money. And at the end of the day, then go do them. We don't see side they don't do them from the tramadol. Now you don't come to the marijuana. They don't go to marijuana. Now we don't see Kush. You understand? To me, as I go back to what I've been saying with previous conversation on this Kush say, the sincerity to fight this Kush now info don't deal to everybody.
Okay, so
if we don't see
one on this Kush and waiting other substance then, and then I will take on quickly on bar association. Then 5 minutes I'm going for spend on that day. But on this Kush thing, and now for 1 or 2, and not too long, 1 minute. We don't ever see, outside that they destroy them things there, so from where then they catch, then substance there, then liquid there, then Kush there, we don't ever see outside and they destroy them because it's like now recycling bin now they see. Where they don't throw the rubber, then go take a melt and back, make rubber back. We don't see outside the police or the law enforcers them. They say, "Una come destroy them today." Please, and quick 1 minute, and Mahmoud.
No, me not see that evidence.
Okay,
never.
Abdul.
Never. Now they just look at it and are recycling and are they the business day. You understand? Now
Okay,
business
so
inside
business.
business.
Like evidence.
Yeah.
Evidence.
Alright, the program where you watch our comments on we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Now let's go to this the next one, the bar association. I get 3 people where they bring out here. And I just want on your own opinion about then people there and una think say go stand out, with the 3 names the one can call. And well, I see the name they change right now. I been know about Tuma Gentle, but I see they say now Tuma Jabi. The name don't change. And then I see Warasai Kamal and Augustine Sorisembe Mara. Please, the 3 of them. What do you feel say, could be the better, if una will to get the opportunity where you feel say go actually get the people in mind and able for transform that particular association there. Ahmed, Abdul.
Okay. To me, in my own opinion, let I just take you back to the 2 First of all, you get for reasons. Let's take Tuma Jabi. Tuma Jabi, we all know. Let's take from Ndadi. We all know in affiliation to the SLPP when Bobake Jabi, during the era of
thank you. I don't be remember that.
No, nine Peking and the two. We all know how Bobake Jabi.
This paper don't make a mix up this morning. Now the same Tuma Gento they talk about, right?
Of course. The wife of Gento.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just that we brought that in the play, something out of it, but not the same person. You understand? And we don't see we saying that they don't serve the SLPP for a very long time now, very attached to SLPP. Most of SLPP cases during the days of Ernest Kouma, now be taken to court. You understand? Then we come up from Ndadi, we come to himself in strong affiliation to the SLPP, then appoint as board chair at the NRA. You understand? Then of course he come to a man again with Agento. We just see in a just concluded election. It's Sunday. We see him and they behind him. So to me, he get a strong affiliation with the ruling government. We not go for allowance because the bar association for be a pressure group to government. You understand? So by getting this affiliation, an officer go do the right thing. And we come to Wara. Wara again, now the daughter of the former Attorney General under Ernest Kouma winner Say Kamal. You understand? And we don't see of recent time all majority of the cases that they go in a court when they go with opposition people in a court, we see where they take a strong lead there. You understand? So they come to Sengbe. The only thing we may go tell you about Sengbe, then don't deny the Renaissance. You understand? We know say how the Renaissance be a pressure group, though at a time we see where the Renaissance become dormant because of a lot of people then go there, we get different political aims and objectives. You understand? But we go say it get no matter how it is. We are all political animals. But for CC income out, he affiliates himself to any of these political parties. I've not seen it. So to me, I think say him will be the right one as of now because get any political affiliation where we all get evidence of. Which I don't see so of the two people.
Like you say, other people go to point finger say the Renaissance na be SLPP.
Of course, it go that is why I see the political thing come inside. You understand? At first, we say because when you look at let's say we get people like Emmanuel Safa Abdullahi, we get the current anti-corruption boss. You understand? And you look at we go back to their school days, we see how they act in our college, you go affiliate them to SLPP. That's the fact. Right. You understand? But coming to the corporate world and we all don't see them come, some people try for be that kind of neutral. Because I know see very well, Sengbe Mara was in the same chambers with Ben Kefala. What him make them fall apart and not fall apart? Sengbe go get in your own chamber. That we not get the fact from it. But to me, I look at the present when you don't get Ernest Kouma era to now.
And
me assisting at the only person we will get and we don't stand against. Yeah, don't stand against this and stand against that. So to me, that make the suitable for now.
All right. So Mahmoud, the three of them.
Yeah, but basically, my brother just done some of neatly. If we look for somebody with substance and somebody with a server, an institution or an organization who they feel is supposed to be democratic and they supposed to get some democratic values, I think Sengamara is the most fittest. Then let's go back on this Renaissance issue and then let me clear.
Please go ahead.
Renaissance initially was not for SLPP. It was like a patriotic national group meant to mount pressure in the interest of Sierra Leoneans. But like any other organization, people then get different intentions. Some join with the hidden agenda, say then go pursue them politically. And that's the lines of the Kefala, the Safa, and others where they did. In the same Renaissance, you have Adams. It was a mix. You have Adams Bangura in UK, APC. These are just people where they feel, say, young people where they feel, say, yes, they can effect the required positive change for the general good. And then they say, let's form a pressure group. So that was why, like, when Renaissance they do something, even if he is sporting, during the days of finance, like, even if it is sporting and APC, they see change. They with the Renaissance movement. So that was how it was operating. Not knowing that there are people where they with polluted minds, hoping to score goals at the expense of the organization. I make me say the organization. So this is, like in any situation, people that feel say they are so smart. So they try to trick others. But they'll not be ever portrayed that too. Otherwise, some of you know for me follow themselves. Because for telling you, say, no, go try it. That you my own business, me not about politics. But this was how they operated.
So you said you were part of the Renaissance?
No, I was actively giving them my support, doing publications on their behalf, thinking, but like me and most of them, we are friends. Like let me say all of them say.
So the same thing Augustine say in one interview, say that not been the thing for patriotic people them, not knowing that other people them in their under where they do them for their own political gains.
Well, sure, I'm not been listening to Augustine in your own interview actually, but that was the intention. Like I was asked on several occasions to join. I said, no, let me just do that journalist side and do the analysis and do the OT they call. So if you come back, I will be the first person to publish it, or one among the first people to publish it. Like in any nationalistic movement, before people get different roles to play. So don't say always for them at the limelight. So that was how they were operating. Sometimes, like I can even go and sit in the meetings. Because like them, we consider me for be one of them. So the barriers are not there. We sit, we plan, and then we discuss the way forward to change Sierra Leone for the general good. Not knowing they then get their own OT. But at the end of the day, that makes the movement die. But if we talk about somebody who able to stand the test of time, we're able to put in foot down when it matters most. And when all they think is, when all they think about you type, regional background, or whether you are affiliated or not, I think it's Augustine Sengema. All the two, from Wara to Jabi, these are polluted politicians. We know that. So we don't want to see a bar association we're not able to sit down and reason with the government when it is necessary. And we are necessary mount the required pressure for ensure say the government do the right thing. We don't want that bar association. We don't go want if the SLPP there, too much of they begin to take the back seat, wake up, account. Or when they sit down among themselves, hey, comrade. That's not what we want to see. We are not lawyers, but in as much as this is going to be a democratic institution, like they always say that one is talking about reclaiming the bar, and another one is talking about raising the bar. And you raise something when it is on the ground. So like when they talk, say, no, this year, so, we know they reclaim, we they raise. Like I talked to a SNPP colleague, I say, come on. They raise that because when I get the conscience at the bar, they're at a lowest level. So that's why you want to raise it. So if he's talking about, Senga is talking about reclaiming the bar, this is a bar that has been hijacked by politicians. So here is the time for him to reclaim it if he's charged with that responsibility, democratically. So I think he didn't, not so now they tell me Boreza. Oh, not even know. Both SLP APC now, not even about it. So if we can't stay back on the razor, we don't get trust. We don't have the confidence in you guys. Let's just have a neutral face. Let's just have someone that has been projecting some amount of independent action. Nationalistic ones for the general good. And for me, if I were a lawyer, I feel as if I've been not saying in the camp for this, I don't go read law. Let me all day in this fight because it's changed.
To be honest with you, it I don't know how for put them, but we share the same view. You know, like for example, Augustine at the person and they tell me the IGB just take up himself say no mutkano for worker during election. And the person and they, you know, we stand up against the IG and they go to court, he win. They tell we all the election result, election is not the only person this way stand up. And the only person this way don't stand up for human rights things them. You know, but all the other one they want to see, you see that APC or SLPP, APC or SLPP. So yes, we don't discuss this now. I say we need person where will stand up, you know, for salon people because we know say the bar supposed to be pressure group, supposed for court for check the government on several things. Then not all the one where they come back and say, oh, this not my party, and no, this is okay. Like for example, this one way been there. So I think this year La in himself, Michael also, Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah. So when he day in front of Madabio, you know they for tell Madabio too. For example, he go rather the blame other people them and then left the things. But we need somebody who go stand up to the power and tell the power say this now you wrong or this now you correct pan. You know now that kind of person the way not they think of in party. APC and SLPP, but I don't analyze this the same way. But I'm glad that Una self get the same view with me, and I think they are on the right track for say if me not be lawyer and I vote for Augustine. So thank you very much, guys, and now we're going the program today. Except if I get any last thing
Yeah.
Oh, you can go, Mr. Kagbo, you can go.
Yeah. Me don't tell them, me not to lawyer actually, but I strongly deal with Senge because like we want change it, and we want a positive change, not that change way. Then don't they play with at this country. But for me, Senge is the best. We need to do that radical change whether we can't tell people too. That radical inclusion is that not what I mean. Radical is more positive. We can go with him. He's a nationalist as well.
All right, Mr. Hab.
Yeah, my own last word would be an appeal to the lawyers. Let them know see then get to all section at this the governance system. We know the judiciary, we know then the control you understand. And we all don't see, as my brother they say, how the judiciary don't in this country for the past years, how politicians and they use them the way they want. Please, wanna make sure say wanna give you a person where at least go stand up for we rights and for uphold the constitution of this country. And that no more media appeal to, and I go say tata to everybody.
All right. So we say not to SLPP for support because inside the bar and get APC SLPP. Not to APC for support, but support somebody we think say the country can force. As soon as all now this thing about salon people every day when they say, I like my country, but where come from voting when I begin one after when I party them and left the issue of nationalistic point and view. And that is sad. Please, una begin show the lawyers them. Una begin show we example right now. For let we lead, let we take from una footstep them. Una tell we say, una think of the green, white, and blue and how the people are very important than una political party. Until then, I want to say thank you very much to our two guests, them Mahmoud Tim Kagbo and Ahmed Abdul Wahab, who joined me inside the program this morning. Thanks to Una as well. We don't like and share the program. We appreciate Una comments. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider for do so. Until then, we'll meet again on net. God bless we all and get to yourself a very good day.
Rise up, come together. With tension and for safe we country. Cause this thing with the brain line go down the country. Before they make me land, they put people never angry and won't be, yeah. And just busy for the soul bad seed for divide me. Oh no, it's not a tribal thing, this not bad politics for divide and win. People they suffer, see they no be seen. Just they pack with money left up on the tribal scene. Wise up, join the I4 sing, yeah. Tell me if the price na markets they go down where you show you last name. And the same stuff and no more now we all then left for explain. Oh, if una keep to all una promise them that the manifesto. Una no need for the Judas here when the man you man up from some true, see them down space. Or them puts you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. exile from your own place. You get different views, you then down space, or them puts you in a tight place, or you left in a far place. Exile from your own place, yeah.